What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. First of all, shout out and thank you to Schulman for giving this car a full detail, both exterior and interior. Here, I'll walk around the outside first. This car needed a bath so bad, and it finally got detailed. And Schulman got a lot of like the tire marks that were in the back here out of the neon yellow vinyl, and that was really hard to do. I thought we were gonna have to redo the entire livery, but it is looking good. I've been wanting to give this car a little more love lately since I'd been ignoring her for a while. I love this car so much. On the inside, she's all clean too. Please ignore all of my cushions that I stacked. That's my life. Oh, she's so pretty and clean. Thank you, Schulman. She is looking good. I haven't driven this car on the channel in a while, so I'm gonna remind you guys all the fun pops and bangs that she has. Mike drove this car to the house for me the other day, and he just shows up, walks in the door, throws the keys on the counter, and was complaining about how no matter what he did, the car would just make the loudest pops and bangs when he was trying to be quiet. You're welcome. You're welcome for that experience. That's what makes this car awesome. It's only really bad when like you're trying to be quiet. This will always be like my OG original drift car that I learned everything initially on. So the last time I popped the hood on this car, I realized that my lower radiator hose was starting to rub on the pulley because the radiator was not secure and it was moving around. So it was starting to rub, so I picked up a new one. So I'm gonna throw this on the car and then probably get straight into some Evo stuff because I got some exciting news. Not only may I have a new cluster, but we're also gonna do a tune touch up and do some street pulls today. Aside from getting stranded on the road that one time where my axle completely destroyed the subframe in the rear, I've had pretty good luck with this car. This car is so obnoxious, I love it. This car just makes me happy, it always will. Barbie car gets down. So if you look down in here, right there, you can see the radiator hose has just been leaning into the pulley, and eventually that's gonna go all the way through. Right now it's not completely torn, which is why I've still been driving the car, but I got a new hose, so I want to replace that and then have to figure out how to make this radiator stay secure again. Before I had a bunch of zip ties and I guess they just went maybe at the last track day and I didn't notice. I had some here and here, so honestly I'll probably just end up redoing that. There is a bracket in here, but because there was damage to the whole front support here, I lost a lot of like the main actual mounting points. So it is a drift car, don't judge me if I just get creative again with zip ties. And then this won't move back and forth, and then it won't let the hose hit again. I can't. Look at him. So Adam and I have some news.
We adopted.
This is why it's taken me all day to swap out a radiator hose, is because we adopted this little beautiful cherub.
I wish. I'd be down.
Just kidding. Yeah, I know.
Rally said,
I think Pete and Riley would be down because this dog is the most adorable, cute, chill animal that ever existed. So I think Pete and Riley would be down. But unfortunately, he is not ours, but he is the reason why I've gotten very distracted and I've stolen him from our neighbors. But look at him. Watch. Literally the cutest dog ever. And I've just been hanging out with him instead of working on my car. Oh my god, he even sneezes. Cute. Riley, don't be mad at me. I'm giving him your toy. Wait, you have to see his face. You. Oh my god, you guys. I want him. Oh, you got it. I feel like the dog looks a lot bigger on video. He's actually really tiny. Maybe wide angle, he'll look smaller. Look at him. He weighs like 1 pound. This is the tiniest dog I've ever seen. So yeah, I've just been playing with Yo-Yo, that's his name, instead of working on my car, and I have no regrets. No regrets whatsoever. Gimme. Gimme. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Taking cute videos. Oh. Don't judge me, but at the same time, you can judge me. I ended up putting a bunch of zip ties everywhere, and you guys, at the end of the day, drift car, right? Like, I have to use zip ties. It'd be illegal if I didn't on my drift car, but I have them here, which, see, I'm pressing on it. It's not moving anymore. That's originally what we had, and I just put them everywhere on this side because this is the important side. And I put some zip ties to pull this hose out of the way, and I am remembering we did this last time. So I think a zip tie just broke over time and then allowed this to make contact with the belt right there. But it's not making contact anymore. Definitely something to always keep an eye on. Like I said, this car was in a front end collision and all of this stuff kind of got jacked up a bit. But we should be good now after I bleed the car and I can move on to Evo things. Alright, hi Evo. Let's give this a shot. Alright, it's the next day. I was hanging out with some new friends yesterday and didn't get much done, but it's in the same video, so it shouldn't matter for you guys. Anyway, I have the cluster that Tommy sent over for the Evo. Fingers crossed. I know this probably feels like a broken record or deja vu over and over again with this cluster stuff. I just really want to figure it out. So hopefully this is the answer and this works. What I was not expecting though is this. it has blue faces. I thought Tommy pulled this from an Evo 5 clip that he had at the shop, but I thought the blue faces only came in Evo 6s. So yeah, I'm a little confused. Maybe there was an option for 5s with blue faces, but I'm pretty sure there's not. So there's a chance this is an Evo 6 cluster, which is cool. Obviously you can see these blue faces don't have the Spirit of Competition part or the Rally Art part, but it's blue, which is cool. I was expecting a white one, like the one that Adam has in his Evo. The first thing I'm gonna do is just put the cluster entirely into the car. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it in, see if it works. Confirm that this is indeed working without messing with it first. And then from there, I really don't wanna take out the PCB in case that messes it up. I'm just gonna do that first and then figure out a game plan from there. So fingers crossed. Hopefully this thing works. Fingers crossed this works. Moment of truth. Okay, so I do not think that this one works either. All right, whatever. I'll turn the car on. Bro.
X-band, K-band, Ka-band, laser, GPS connected.
This one is even worse than the one that I have on the car. Okay, it's saying I'm completely out of fuel and I'm not, and that my engine temp is like pinned. So, oh! I can't even. Not only does this one not work as well, it doesn't work even more. It more not works. It works worse. This one's even worse because right when it gets power, boom, it just says your engine is like pretty much destroyed. Watch. Oh, there we go.
X-band, K-band.
Humor me for a second. We'll try starting it up one more time. Oh my god. Literally on this one, nothing works. God, this is so annoying. Honestly, I have a Haltech dash. I might just put in temporarily. And again, I saw more comments saying, hey, maybe it's car side. So like the pins on the other side or the harness on the other side that the cluster actually pushes into. There's 2 main plugs on the other side. And it's not that because we put Adam's cluster in and Adam's cluster worked like a charm. There was no problems with it. Maybe we got lucky. I'm literally starting to go insane that I might try and get his cluster out again and put it back in the car. Or I think his Evo 6 TME has a cluster in it still. Maybe I'll try and take that. I don't know, man. I'm so over this cluster issue. But at least mine still shows me engine temp and accurate fuel level readings. So I'm gonna put mine back in and then send this one back to Tommy because this one just completely doesn't work at all. Yeah, I think we're gonna move on to Corvette things, hopefully, in the next video. Thank you for bearing with me. I know this has been weird and probably annoying. I keep complaining about my Evo cluster not working, so I'm gonna figure out a plan for that temporarily. I think I'm just gonna try and order a new PCB for this one. Hopefully that fixes it. I just know that in ordering a PCB from Japan, it's probably gonna take 2 weeks to a month to get here. So that's why I've been just obsessing over just trying to find another solution for this. But I think that's about where I'm at now. I'm gonna make a temporary solution and then just order a new PCB. Fingers crossed, hope that works and go from there. But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go figure my life out and put my cluster back in the car. I don't want to end this video on a bad note, so I have some good news. Last night Freddie took a look at the tune on the car, and because we fixed our voltage drop issue, he was able to lean the car out a little bit because he had made it run really rich to overcompensate for fuel droppage at high RPM. So I can rip on my car now. Now I still have to double clutch in a third gear because my synchros are messed up, but I can still have a little more fun. So we'll end this video on a better note and do a few pulls. Someday. I'm gonna stop putting so much energy and frustration towards that. I'm gonna try and find a new PCB board, just order that. It's gonna take a few weeks for it to even get here, so once that's ordered,